January was very much so not the beginning of the year for me. January was like, you know, practice. It was a trial month, and like now I feel like today is February 1st, and I think this is the real new year. Wait. Good morning, friend. Good morning, friend. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Quinn. I'm 27. I'm an applied mathematician and systems modeling PhD candidate, and I make lifestyle vlogs about staying authentic while elevating and transforming throughout life. So I talk a lot about systems, productivity, healthy habits, womanhood, and general life lessons. So if you're about balanced lifestyle content, that's what we'll do over here. And I figured it was high time I started doing plan with me's or monthly resets. I'm literally all about the productivity things. Like, this is a self-care productivity channel. You know what I mean? So I figured it was time to start doing monthly resets. I've been watching monthly resets my entire life. It feels like I've been bullet journaling since 2015, and I've been watching like Amanda Rachel Lee and just so many other creators doing their monthly plan with me's for years. And I'm finding a place where I feel like I would actually like to document my life in this way. I feel it is a good way to reflect about this year. Like, I'm going to have a playlist where I can like say these all back and see how my goals were accomplished. I would have done a January reset, but I was not ready to have anything to share. Like, January was very much so not the beginning of the year for me. January was like, you know, practice. It was a trial month, and like now I feel like today is February 1st, and I think this is the real new year. Now I'm feeling very like, let's get the goals done, you know. So we're starting it today. I will be doing these every month for the rest of the year, so I'm very excited to get into this. So in today's video, I have notes here because we're going over the few things. First, we're going to get into my Better Choices planner, my January review. I'm going to recap how this last month just went. And then we're going to do some analysis. I feel like on my channel, I've made it very clear how I track my habits and how I am being accountable to them. But we must also do analysis. What does tracking all these things mean? How did we do? How do we move forward? That's the analysis part that we are going to do together. So I feel like analysis is more about like behavior and like habits, routines, but then we're going to do reflections, which is about feelings. So how I felt about the month, the memories, etc. And then we're going to get into a Notion tour. I actually use a general template from another creator, and I have now edited and understand Notion enough to like I've made my own. So I just have my own little Notion that I use. So I'm excited about that, and I want to share that with you because I have been using it consistently. And then we're going to get into the February plan with me. We are in February, and it's time to get the month together, and so we're going to do that together. And then we're going to get into what I wore out. Okay, so my monthly favorites: music, clothes, tools, etc. So let's get into it. Go ahead and grab you your own tea, grab you know, a snack, your pens, your pencils, and literally plan with me because I'm a talker, and we're gonna recap. So let's do it. So first of all, oh, let me not knock over my tea, baby girl. So first of all, this is my current iPad case and Apple Pencil case. Like, You guys, I'm losing my mind, literally losing my mind. I love it so much. I got it to really get me in some student feels. All right. But what I use to plan my life is the Better Choices digital planner. This is the Better Choices 2024 digital planner. It is a dated notebook from January to March. It is free in my description box for anyone that also is trying to get their life together. I high-key made it for myself so that I could stop carrying around my notebooks and have a digital journal. But because I did make it digitally, it's easily shareable, so you can have it too. So yeah, and there's different cover options and all kinds of things. So I've been tracking my full January in here, and we're about to get into it. So January review. It actually went good. I don't know why I'm sighing. So first we have the monthly goals progress page. So well, actually, okay, super quickly we can go through yearly spreads first, since I didn't do a January reset. So let's just go through those, how I set up the year. We have the title page, and then we have the 2023 memories. So there's a photo or 2 or 3 for every month from January to December. I absolutely love this spread. I love this spread. And then we have the quarter at a glance, which is January, February, March, just quick things that I know are happening. And then I actually have 3 vision boards for the full year. I have a lifestyle vision board, a career vision board, and a body fashion vision board. I was inspired to do this by watching Haley Gamba's videos. Love her videos. And she was talking about how she does one for different areas, and I just thought that was genius. So yeah, I have 3. I've been able to like clearly envision my life through this way, so I really like that. And then we have my life as a system template, which I shared in a previous video when I shared this planner. And then for me, essentially, I have my current state of beliefs. My current state of beliefs are that, or habits, my current state of habits are daily walking, 7 hours of sleep, going to the gym 3 times a week, cooking at home, and doing my weekly reset. I've been very good about those things in 2023. And so that's where I felt like I was starting at the beginning of January. And the changes that I want to see in my life this year, habit-wise, I wanted to implement a gua sha and lymph drainage routine. I want to go to the gym 5 times a week minimum, not 3. I want to actually meet my water goal every day. I want to go on a 90-minute walk instead of just an hour walk. And then I want to slowly eat less cheese and eat more fiber to help reduce inflammation in my body. So that's what I said I want to do for this year to help improve my quality of life. I'm trying to be all glowy and confident. And yeah, so I then made some healthy food inspo, where I have my personalized menu that I made on Canva in 2023. I will make a new version this year, but for now this is still good. And then I have my food inspo. This just inspires me to want to eat like good looking healthy food. So many greens, so much color, so many vegetables, and like a lot of salmon. I just really want to eat more veggies in my meals. I feel like I've gotten really good with protein, but I could use more fiber and more color on my plate. I would like to see, like, my plates are pretty good, but more color. And then we have the financial freedom and self-care bingo. I haven't put any additional things into the self-care bingo, but I did make my financial freedom vision board because it's inspiring me to please finish this PhD and graduate so you can make real money. Because to me, this vision board encapsulates, you know, fashion and leisure and comfort, and like, you know, being able to just go to the library or the bookstore and just chill and look cute and like be intellectual and like artsy. And have the money to do that while still living my life. Like, that's what financial freedom will allow me to do, like quality of life wise. So like, I want to get to that place. So I have this to look at when I'm like, we need to leave grad school. Okay, cool. And then we do have the December report card. So how I did at the end of December, or how I did in December for my habits. I had 3 C's and 2 B's for my habits. And my goal for January has been to improve those, so to turn the C's into B's and maybe some of those B's into A's. I don't know. So that's the December reflection. And then now we are actually in January. Okay, so we are on the January cover page where I wrote my goals for the month and the things I need to prioritize. and on the right is just essentially a vision board. Those 3 vision boards mashed together in one picture. And then we have the January calendar. Here, yellow means personal, red is YouTube, blue is professional or PhD. And I write in when I want to film, when I have a meeting. You know, I do, all of my videos are a month ahead. So aside from these plan with me's, all of my videos are a month ahead. So if I film something on February 10th, it'll be live March 10th. That gives me room to plan, execute, have time for editing on the weekend while I do things in the week with my PhD. Like, just having that gap in when I film and when it goes live gives me a lot of room to create quality content. And it started as an accident, but it has become just my system, and I love it so much. So yeah, I can just put in when I'm supposed to edit, when I'm supposed to edit and when I'm supposed to film something into the calendar, and that way each week I just copy that into the week. And then we have the weekly calendar view, which is what I just copy. So instead of having to go back to the calendar, I literally just copy the priority list from this week into this week's hot list, and then I move from there. So I really do a lot of thinking at the beginning of the month about what I need to do. And then if I like forget, I can just go back and be like, oh, right. I already wrote it in the calendar at the beginning of the month. Because there will be things that pop up, and so then these become less important or less front of mind. So I like having just like this beginning of the month, write it all down session. Then we have the January vision board. I'm obsessed with her. She's actually my current wallpaper of my iPad. For me, she's giving study girl vibes, a lot of note taking, a lot of reading, a lot of eating healthy and putting on outfits, being in the gym, being a healthy study gal, like very study blur heavy, because I am trying to graduate, and so a lot of these would be study blur heavy, like study Tumblr, if you don't know what that means, or like study spo, like study inspiration. I'm being in that bag now, just because I'm deep in my forever student. Like, the closer I get to graduation, the more I realize how much I have to learn in life. So yeah, this is what this has been about, like just setting the beginning of the year to know that I'm in charge. I can move with intention. My platforms are growing with intention. My career is moving in an intentional direction. I'm doing a lot of work with my mental health, my self-care, my boundaries, my body. So just being intentional about that and setting a great foundation, and also wanting to like slowly get back into being stylish. So that's what this vision board says as a whole. It says all of that. So and I definitely think that it helped me stay attracted to that goal. We have the goals page, where I only have 2 goals that I wrote down for this month on this planner, but I'm pretty sure I had 3. So was to submit and present my proposal. And so that also meant I had a 3rd goal of completing my thesis or drafting my thesis. So as you can see, my deadline for submitting and presenting my proposal for myself was January 31st. I got about 85% done. I said I needed to do my lit review updates, which I did. My sleep pain paper revision, which I have done up until the results. My chapter 4 manuscript, which I have drafted and I have to continually get results for. And then to make a presentation, which I have also drafted. So I'm still in the like getting results, so I can't mark any of this as done. So I would count that as 85% done, meaning this will be moved into my February goals. And then my separate goal from that is to complete my thesis document, which I can say I have done. I have made the full LaTeX document of my dissertation. I've seen all the chapters. I've got my sources in there. So it is compiled and ready, and that made it super easy to see what has to be filled in. And so now I'm doing the filling in. Okay, so those are my 2 goals regarding to my PhD. And then I had a fitness goal, which was to do daily hour walks every day of the month. So 31 days of walking 1 hour. And the action items I wanted to implement to get that done were actually establishing a night routine so that I got enough sleep and that I felt energetic enough to do these walks, to track my steps every day, to feel encouraged, and then also planning my workouts or planning my routes for my walks, knowing which places I want to go to, and recording videos of me walking, because I really want to make a compilation video throughout the year of me doing like my daily walks. Like, I think that's so cute. Hello, we're doing social media, like, let's be for real. Really good on this one. I was able to implement all of those habits to help me go on these walks, and I'm excited to do even better in February. And then, okay, and now we're getting into some more analysis, like legitimate analysis. So we have the monthly mood tracker. So what I do is I have these little smiley faces, and I can copy one, place it at the appropriate place at the end of the day, and then I just connect it to the previous day. I feel like that was confusing to say. My goal here is to see how often I'm above a certain threshold, so how happy I normally am. And as we can see, there was only one day this month where I was not in at least like a happy mood. There's a lot of days where I was in a great mood. Yeah, but only one day where I was kind of like but still not like sad. So that's good to know that it was a great month of like for my mood. I feel like when we might have like either really good final week of the month or really bad final week of the month, we can always paint the whole month of what we just had because of our recency bias. But by being able to see the whole month, I can be like, oh, this whole month was actually a vibe, you know. And then I can see that from those pictures, and I can go and see, so on the 24th is the day it was meh, and then so what day of the week was that, you know, on this calendar, you know, do some investigating, right? So that's 96% of the time I was happy. That's the analysis there. So that means I want to keep up whatever the fuck I was doing that had me so happy, and I think I know exactly what those things are. So then we have the monthly sleep tracker. This I actually fill in every morning or night. I've actually started to track with my watch again. I got a better one from my broken one so I can wear it to bed, and so then I'll just actually write in how much sleep I got. And this month I was primarily interested in when I was going to sleep. I have been very good about meeting my amount of sleep that I want to get, so a minimum of 6 hours up to 8 is my goal. But I was particularly interested in the times I was going to sleep, because I recognized just how much timing was important in December, and so I needed to be aware of what I've been doing in January. And y'all, look at this shit, bruh. Do you see how many 2 a.m.s there are? I've been going to bed at like 2, 1 a.m. a lot. There's only a few days where I actually went to bed at 10. Let's see, 1, 2, 4 days where I actually went to bed at 10 o'clock. Like, that's mad. I would like to go to bed at 10 so I can wake up at 5 and have a full day to do all the fucking things I need to do. So I need to get that together. But even when going to bed at 2, I still make sure to get my 6 hours. That's the thing about me. I don't care when I go to bed. I'm going to get 6. Like, I will ignore every alarm until it has been 6 hours. So sorry. That's just how I feel about it. So there's only 4 days this month where I did not do that. So I got an 87% for meeting my sleep quality goals this month. Okay. And then we have the habit tracker page and the step tracker. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I love the habit tracker. Oh, sorry. The sun is doing her thing. It's morning time, and she's also heating up my motherfucking camera. Okay. So getting into the habit tracker, right? One of my favorite pages and my favorite like just tool from bullet journaling is the habit tracker. So we can see here my priorities for habits I wanted to stick to this month were my daily hour walk, eating in 4-hour windows in relation to blood sugar levels. So like that's kind of what that is. Taking my vitamins and supplements, implementing the gua sha lymph drainage routine, strength training 5 times a week. So there are black marks on the days that I don't have to work out. So there's 2 days a week where I don't have to work out. So there's 2 in each week. And then daily affirmations. And so we can see here that for my daily hour walk, I did it 25 out of 31 days. So that's an 80%, giving me a B for walking for the month. So excited about that. Very proud of myself. And then we have the time interval eating. So trying to understand like spacing out my meals for better blood sugar. That way I'm less bloated and inflamed. And I did that 29 out of 31 days. So I have an A for this habit. And I definitely think like you can see that in my face. Like I feel much less like puffy in my eyes and in my cheeks. Still a baby face, but like not puffy. And then vitamins and supplements, I did this 30 out of 31 days. I think the only reason I didn't is because of when I went to like somebody's house and I didn't have them. So my habit for like doing that has been really strong. Got an A for that as well. And then for the gua sha routine, I only did it 4 times in December, like maybe once in November, and this month I did it 15 out of 31 days. So like 2 weeks worth of times. So proud of me. Really love the routine. It feels good to do, and it may be placebo, but I always feel real nice and like glowy the next morning. So it's definitely worth the time, and I just have to do better about my time management to incorporate it more often. And then we have strength training. So because there's 2 days a week I don't have to work out, it's not out of 31, it's out of 22. So there's only 22 days this month I would have liked to work out, and I did work out 18 days, giving me 81%, so a B for working out. And I attribute that to basically working out at home. I have a 5, a 10, and a 20 in here, and I have like a bench and a mat, so I can do my full leg day and arms here at home. And that's really what I've been doing because it's been really cold and I've been very busy. So just taking like watching a YouTube video while I do my workout on the floor has been great. Like still getting it in, still looking good. But I do want to like go to the big gym more often because that does give a different kind of confidence. But I've still been getting it in, so love that. And then my last habit is the affirmations, which I did 31 out of 31 days, which I also really love. And I attribute this to having it in my morning routine. You've seen it in my videos, a natural way to start my day. And so I've been doing my affirmations every day, vitamins every day, skincare, you know what I mean? So very productive month for habits. Very proud of myself with the habit tracker, and just like having this to know that like, did I do it, you know? Yeah, I did, bitch. Okay. And then we have the step tracker, which like I said, I wanted to track my steps, so I added that to this year's planner. It wasn't in the previous 2023 version, but getting a step goal is a different goal than like having a daily walking routine. So I've noticed that even when I do my daily hour walks, I might only get like 6 or 7K steps from that walk, meaning I still need 3K steps, which requires me to move throughout my day, you know, the little standing reminders on the watch, like all of that. So it's just helping me move more and be aware of when I am and I'm not moving. So my goal was to get 10K steps a day, and I can see that I did that 18 out of 31 days, which is 58% of the time. So a little over half, which I will take. Considering that I only did it maybe like 15 times or something previously, I'm proud that I did walk every day, even if I didn't get 10K steps. So like, I also appreciate being able to see that difference. It's not that I didn't go on my walks, it's just that maybe there are days where I went on my walks and I was active. So I love that. And I believe those are all of the trackers. Those are all of the trackers, and we can also kind of see my weeks through like my weekly review. So I have report cards for every week that I post here on my channel, and I legitimately like use those as reference for myself when I want to reflect on my week. And so we can see the beginning of the month. So December, Christmas week, I had like a D or something, and then the following week I got a C, so a little bit of improvement. And then the week of the 7th through the 13th I got a B, so I improved because I was motivated by seeing like that D go from a C. But then on the week of January 14th through 20th I had to really zone in on my PhD stuff. If I did work out fine, I'll just go on my walk was my approach, and so I got a C for that week. But then I was like, oh, but I like the B. So I tried a little more intentionally to go on my walk, work out at home, just make sure I can check the fucking box. And I got a B last week. So just like a good amount of effort throughout this month that I can see through my weekly report cards, which I really appreciate. And I'm happy to have like started the grading system because it makes the analysis part just as important. Like tracking it is important. You know, setting the goals are important, tracking the goals are important. And then analyzing those goals to adjust your behavior is also important. So that's what this is. And so I'm proud of where I am, and I can like make accurate steps forward about making sure I maintain these routines, if I want to add another habit in, etc, etc. So we're done with the analysis in regards to the trackers, and now we're going to get into the reflection of it all. So doing a personal review of the month, I do have a monthly reflection page, which I fill out by going back to the picture hub and just like writing down memories that like stick out to me as positive or negative, or going through the weekly reviews and pointing out, you know, things that are positive or negative that I want to remember about the full month. And the memories that I want to like point out photo wise are the photo of me like actually wearing my hair straight. I never wear my hair straight, literally almost ever, but I've been really loving it recently, and I felt like a newfound love and a new appreciation for like how long it is, and just I can get into a whole video about how much I love my hair right now. So that felt significant. One of my favorite gym pictures from the month, because I definitely have felt more and more confident getting back consistent in the gym. And then the picture of me making my thesis document, making that has really had me like, holy shit, I've actually done the work to become Dr. Jones, and I'm like on my way to becoming an incredible scientist and professional. So that's what January has been for me and personally, and I'm just like, I'm so excited about that. So then we also have like social media and fitness. So to end off personal reflection, I want to answer 3 prompts. So 3 positive memories, 3 things I've accomplished, and 3 areas of improvement. So for me, 3 positive memories are compiling that full draft of thesis and feeling validated as Dr. Jones, taking more ownership over my career and like taking initiative and in this direction has given me a definite new sense of confidence, which is incredibly important for being on the job market and just talking so much about my career. Like, I'm happy, I'm confident in it, so I won't really get those like scaries that I used to. Another positive memory was the start of the We're Productive People Club. There are 12 people or 13 people now signed up as of the end of January, and there have been about 5 people that have showed up to the weekly meetings, and it has been such a good, productive, safe space, and I'm very grateful for the people that have like answered the call so far to rise with me and stay accountable to their goals and dreams. And I appreciate y'all down. Like, we're doing this, we're rising. Okay. And then also I also have like a new level of personal confidence through vulnerability. I've had better boundaries and therefore been able to like strengthen good relationships and like let go of negative ones, and that's allowed me to be more like soft girl vulnerable, and that's really changed the way I approach partnership and sexuality and just like my expression. And so the sex I've been having has been so intimately hot, like, you know, where you can feel the passion but also you're like vulnerable and expressing things, and that's not always the case. And so I'm just grateful to be in this place, because started from the bottom, now we're here. Okay, yes, I am very appreciative of better quality relationships that have like safety for me, that are also aligned with where I am in my mission. So I'm very grateful for that. I want to remember that, because it may not be the case every month. So thanks, shout out to January. 3 things I'm proud of or have accomplished are: I got 1K views on my active choices video. I really worked hard on that video. I worked hard on all my videos, trying to be intentional about angles and everything. So I'm glad that that paid off with people staying for a nice view duration. And it just felt like a really good sign that my first video of the year got 1K. Like, okay, this is gonna be a good YouTube year. So that was really good. I'm really proud of that. Another thing I'm proud of and accomplished this month was conceptualizing my Q Scholar Hub magazine. I will be starting a paid membership option throughout this year. My goal is to have it started by the time I reach 1,000 subscribers and have graduated. Then I will really pour more into like social media, Instagram, TikTok, like that type thing. But there's just no extra time for that on top of my long form content. But I have conceptualized that paid membership offer like something worth paying for that will also benefit me and enrich me. So that's the Q Scholar Hub magazine, my journey, my tips, and my research for all of my priority areas. So very excited about that and getting that together. Just really proud of just that whole idea. Like, I'm really leaning into the media empire of it all, digital, physical media empire. Like, we're doing it. And then we have my updated wardrobe for 2024. I am very proud of actually collecting pieces that feel aligned with this grown woman era. I feel like I've actually gotten things that will help me achieve that. So I really updated my wardrobe and was intentional about gathering pieces throughout December and January to really explore my fashion the way I want to in 2024. 3 areas of improvement. So protein intake. I definitely need to up that. That was like a F for this month. So my goal for that is to do 1 to 2 protein shakes a day now that I do have protein powder. And so that's either before or after or both when I go to the gym. So maybe a before gym shake or an after gym shake or both, depending on the day. But I know by incorporating that back into my routine, I'll be able to reach my protein goal daily a little more. And then I also want to get better timing with my food and like be accountable for that as well. I've realized that it's hard to get all of my protein in a day if I space out when I eat too much. Like if I only eat like 2-3 meals because I ate so far apart, then it's 11 o'clock and I'm only at 90 grams of protein. But what the fuck else am I supposed to eat? Like, I still need to wait some time to eat again. You know what I mean? So like if I start earlier in the day and I'm more intentional about those windows, I can fit more in each window. So I'm just really working on the timing of it all, Gwendolyn. Okay. And then also, speaking of that, I want to improve my daily lymph drainage routine. I also only did that, what was it, 18 days out of the month, and I would like to see that rise to at least like 20-30. It was 14 days, so 45%, not even half. So I did get some new supplies. I got a new gua sha tool to use on during my routine, so I'm excited about that. And I also like have some updated skincare that I'm trying out that I think is working. So I'm just going to prioritize the timing, starting my nighttime routine at 7 p.m. non-negotiable. There's a lot to do at night, it turns out, that I need hours to accomplish, and I shouldn't be starting it at 11 o'clock every day. So that's what I'm realizing I want to try in the new one. My last area of improvement will be my daily walks or my steps. So I simultaneously want to be intentional about being a little faster in my walks, maybe getting those 3 miles a day that I want to do, and then also getting those 10K steps a day. We saw that I got it about 18 or 58% of the time. So I want to see that number go up to maybe 60 to 70% of the time, getting 10K steps a day. Those are my 3 areas of improvement: food, walking, and beauty. And I'm actually starting a challenge to help me accomplish this. I posted it on my Instagram. I've been very inspired by the 75 hard challenge, but I refuse to read nonfiction. Absolutely not. I'm just not one of those. That's not a thing that I'm into or enjoy. So I made the 75 fine challenge, and it's actually my wallpaper on my phone. And the challenge is 75 days, similar to the 75 hard, 10K steps, 1 hour workout, 2 liters of water a day, the daily beauty routine, a daily beauty routine, 10 pages of a fiction book per day, because I do want to get back into reading, and then work on your creativity for 1 hour a day. For me, that's going to be my physical creativity, my body, my flexibility, my mind, walking, and sometimes it'll be my YouTube. And then 1 picture a day, and it has to be either an outfit of the day or a progress picture, which will encourage me to wear real clothes and or go to the gym. So that's the 75 fine. I will be tracking it daily on my lifting page, and then weekly on my main page and main things, because I just really need to push to accomplish these improvements and these goals. This will end around the time I'll be defending my dissertation, and I just think this will really help me elevate to that stage. So challenging myself. So that's February's areas of improvement and plan forward. Now that we've reviewed January, we can start getting ready to plan for February. So let's go ahead and get into the Notion tour. While I am thinking about it, I'm going to screen record on my desktop, so we're gonna move in just a second. Okay. All right, so we've moved. We're doing a Notion tour now. I really love Notion now. I honestly have not used it before. I had not used it before like the end of 2023 when discovering it through Jenna Hong's channel, which is where I got this original template, and I have now like created more from it. But oh my gosh, I love it. So let me start screen recording on my computer. Okay, so beginning, oh my gosh. We're beginning with the Quinn's Life homepage. I got this template from Jenna Hong. I watch her vlogs, love her vlogs. She's another like 27, she's another 20-something gal figuring out life, and I just love her content. And she has this free Notion template that I downloaded from her 2023 version and personalized, and once I figured out how to use it from her template, I've made even more pages. So we have this homepage where it has what the year progress is, Richmond's weather. It is 41 degrees. The time is nearly 10 a.m. I start work at 11, so we're doing good. And then we have the primary areas of the life. I really like this home dashboard. It's personal, passion, and growth and development. So personal for me, my goals, my playing with me's, my trackers, my routines. My passion would be my PhD. my YouTube and Instagram and newsletter and like scrapbooking. And then for growth and development would be like my challenge. I have created a hairstyle tracker because I love playing with my hair, like my late 20s diaries, notes, and anything I like online. So, and then this is my 2024 vision board, career vision board primarily, because that's what's happening in 2024. That's like the big thing that will bring all other things. So the career one is what is on here, and also is the is what is on here, and then like my YouTube banner is my banner for this page. So I love this page. I love it so much. From here I can go directly to my yearly goals page. So on my yearly goals page I have that vision board as the cover at the top, and then what I want 2024 to be. I want to feel bold and confident in my body, my abilities, my message as I become the Quinn D. Jones PhD. I care a lot about my name now in a way I didn't before. I feel like I always have cared about like myself and being confident, but building a brand and becoming like a professional, and like I'm gonna have work I'm putting out creative things, I'm putting out a lot of things with my name on it. And so because of that, I care about my name more than ever, who I am associated with, what I am associated with, what I'm putting out, what I'm consuming. Like if you see my name somewhere, I want to be proud of where you see that. And so that's just kind of how my mindset has shifted and how I'm approaching what I wear, where I go, what I do, what I talk about, who I form relationships with, because I have pride in who I am now, and I'm intentional. I've done a lot of work to become who I am, so I only want intentional beings around me to support that kind of living. So that's what I want 2024 to be about. And then we have my monthly year breakdown. So January's focus is completing my dissertation manuscript, which I would say I am 90% done. Like I said, it's compiled together. I just have to fill in the results section of each one, which I will be working on today. And then broke down, so there's a quarterly breakdown down here, and then there's a month-to-month breakdown. So in the quarterly breakdown, this first quarter is fully about my PhD above all else. Like I had just all of the deadlines for graduation occur in February and March, so that's the priority. And then once I have that solidified, I can start my job hunt. I am interested in industry, so that will start closer to graduation. And then once I've graduated, I found a job, I can lean more into YouTube in the third quarter. And then once I have like built a foundation of money and routine, I can lean into exploring fitness classes and being creative in that way. Breaking my goals down into a quarterly breakdown made it very easy to then do the monthly breakdown. So if quarter one is fully about my PhD, that means January is for my dissertation, February is for my proposal presentation, and March is for jobs. And then if quarter two is about my job hunt, then April is about defending, graduating in May, and signing my contract in June and going on a celebration trip, etc. So like that's how that works. And then I also have my like primary areas of my life and the things I want to work on. So personal fashion, I have gotten back into manicures and pedicures, and my beauty routine, which I'll be practicing in the challenge. Fitness, daily 3-mile walk, which I'm working on this month. Lifting 5 times a week. I've not been doing Pilates every Saturday. I want to work in these new fitness habits a little more once I'm past the PhD thing. Like I said, if I don't get to these things until quarter four, that will be fine, because that's when I know I can go all in, but I will be slowly like working towards those things. Similarly with YouTube, new video every Sunday. I've been on a Monday schedule in 2023, and I switched to Sunday because I think that is conceptually better, but I have not adjusted my system for Sunday uploads, so I'm working on that to be a little more consistent with the timing, and maintaining my daily column, my weekly review, and my monthly newsletter. And then I also want to launch my membership option, which is also a quarter 3 focus. So I've just really loved these, and then I have affirmations for these goals, like things I can say to affirm that I can achieve these things and why I want to achieve them. So those are my yearly goals. Love this page. I visit this relatively often. I also visit the weekly planner page often. This is actually this week's weekly planner page. On here I have my living freely as the banner, and then I have a PhD list, I have a YouTube list, live with Quinn list, and a job hunt list. And then I take those tasks and I just like move them Like I'll copy them from over here into a day of the week. And so today, record, plan with me, edit it, schedule it. And then for my PhD focus today, I know what I want to work on. I absolutely love Notion now. I love this weekly template. I literally pull it up every week. So I have it matching with my digital bullet journal. So I don't take my iPad everywhere, especially like not on my walks. So I make sure that this is updated. So when I'm on my walk, I can kind of think through my week through Notion. Like anything I want to like see in my planner, I have in Notion so that I can do it on the go. So I'm in love with it. On this page, I also have a weekly calendar view. So for this week, you can see today I want to film this video. I have a habit tracker on this page as well, and an Instagram filming calendar. But like I said, I'm not using this, so these dates will be later. But I did think through all of these ideas. I just don't have time to do them. And that's just kind of my current bag. The priorities are the priorities, and then as time frees up for other things, I can lean into the things I've already thought through. The biggest part is often thinking through things, so I'm happy that's already done. And then at the bottom here we have my YouTube recording schedule. So let's move to February. What I want to record, I record 1 video a week and I edit on the weekend. So this is this week's video to record and edit this weekend along with another video. I'll record 1 video next week and then edit on the weekend, or you know what I mean? So that's kind of how my YouTube system works. And so I have on here what those videos are. I'm gonna actually need to change this because this is now 2:06. I just love this weekly template. It's very easy to see my month, my week, my days. I love this template. I found a different version of this. Like I found this template originally just through the Notion search tool, and then I like created them to be perfect for me. I also have this PhD things page on here, which is basically where I am planning out my dissertation. I storyboarded it through here, and this is what I shared with my advisor before I put together my thesis document. So my introduction, what's going to be in it, and then my second chapter, what's going to be in it, and then like to-do updates based on that. So as you can see, the second chapter is done and ready. The third chapter is mostly done aside from discussion and results, so it's not done. So then the to-do list means I still have to update the presentation with the new results. Once I update the paper with the new results. And then my fourth chapter is the model I'm working on literally right now. And so you can see like there are parts that I have done, but I haven't, there's a lot to fill out as well in this chapter. Like that's this semester's thing. And so I am doing the current to-dos for this one. And so this is just like a page to help me stay on track with my degree, products and presentations, where I want to submit them to, etc. And then I have, you know, links to my reading list, job applications, and more also on my iPad. So I really love this spread. I reference it quite often just to make sure that I graduate. I needed it actually. Similarly, I've also planned out my YouTube content calendar. So I have it in a calendar view, which I just showed you, in the weekly view, but then I also have it has its own calendar. But I also really love the board filming view, where I can see what I need to record that month, and then I make the thumbnail the week before. So these are all done. December's videos, these are the videos that were recorded in December, and those have been posted. And then these are the videos that were recorded in January, and this one is live, but the next 2 have not gone live yet. So those will be the next 2 videos. This video is being recorded right now, so you know what I mean. And then I'm recording that video next week, so I just made the thumbnail. So this is just my board view, and then I have thought out the rest of the videos for this month, but I don't make the thumbnails until I am about to film it. That way I can have the most recent pictures possible for it, you know? So that's my YouTube content creation calendar. My goals with this are about, you know, capturing my everyday life. I really do want to lean into my hostess bag, my public speaking bag more as I become a like productivity professional. So I really want that to be a part of my life, and like traveling for events, and 10K on YouTube is my goal by the end of the year, my big reach goal. So I really think it's possible, and I'm excited to see it come true. And then I also made a 75 fine challenge page just to motivate me to accomplish this challenge. I have the lists here. I have a place to do my weekly meal planning. I have a place where my routines are laid out, and I can just, you know, pull this up in the morning to tell me what I need to be doing. The times are always different, but like it's about the tasks. I understand life as a system, so a system is just a set of steps. So my morning routine is a system, so there's a step to do for each thing. And I have that for my morning routine, my evening routine, my Sunday reset, just never moved to a different day. But yeah, so I have this whole page dedicated just to the 75 fine challenge. Just because I'm on this page, I want to show y'all the hairstyle tracker, because it's related to like my fashion goals and being intentional about my beauty routine. I made a page of like all of the lock styles I have done so far, and then inside each one are pictures of me in that hairstyle, so I can remember like ways to style it. So like locks and beads here. Love a spread, just the different ways to wear them, and just how like also the vibes of them. So I did that for each hairstyle, and it's really going to motivate me. You know, black girls, we plan our hair in advance. Like we plan our workouts around our hair, our events, you know, depending on what's going on, like all kind of things determine what our hair look like. So right now we're actually kind of in an in-between with the hair, but I actually really like it. So I've been using Notion for everything. Like everything that I've written down in my bullet journal or typed in my notes app, there's a Notion page for it now. I really appreciate being able to see things in multiple places. It is invaluable for someone who has a habit of forgetting things and being late about things. So this has been my Notion tour. I have loved it. Shout out to Jenna again for this template. I will leave her channel link below. And I just I also have the app on my tablet, so that's where I also like read it most often. So really love this Notion, and now that I'm like fully reflected, we can get into planning for February.
Speeding no right, fall his hand on my coochie. He touching a millio poochie. Doing good, bitch, I'm good tight. If you try me, hoes on sight. He telling the Uzi, but he acting real bougie. Imaginable, you love me from my hair follicle to my toenails. I'm ready, shake it. I'm ready, flip it till you make it. Don't be for talking to. Shawty, I can't be caught in no love with
Y'all, the February vision board has been made. February vision board made for me. It encapsulates wearing real outfits, actually doing my arm day to improve my back, taking care of myself, committing to my beauty routine and my health and wellness while still focusing on my degree and being productive. So that's what this vision board is for me. I've made it my iPad home screen, and I'm very excited to move forward with this month. I just wanted to end the video with my wore it out, what I just could not get enough of in January, that I'm going to continue using in February. So let's get into my favorites, my monthly favorites. So I actually made a January 2024 favorites playlist, and I'll be making a monthly favorites playlist every month because I've been doing that since I was younger. I have a 2021 one, I have a 2022. I love a monthly favorites playlist. And then for TV and film, this month I've been watching Heroes. I watch a lot of Patreon, so I watch TV shows like with creators because I don't really have time to engage in cable or marathon on my own. So I've been watching a lot of TV shows through Patreon. So I've been watching Heroes and Scandal, and what else did I watch? The Bear, rewatched The Bear. So fucking good, bro. Like, the Every Second Counts. I just watched the episode last night, Richie's like transformation, and it's just reaffirmed that like if you want to get some shit done, you gotta be passionate about it. So that's where I'm at. And then movies I watched in January, it was a really big comedy month, and I'm so happy that I rewatched these and that I saw some new ones. So I rewatched The Heat. I love that movie back in the day. Hilarious. Big old breasts. I watched The Pacifier, and that was a good, like, man, Vin Diesel used to be in his bag. I'm so happy they stopped with all them extra Fast Furiouses. Or are they still going? Somebody has to tell me. Okay, then we also watched Not Another Teen Movie, and I always remember that my girl Lexi Gray is in that. Like, I used to watch it with my cousins growing up all the time, and the jokes really do hit different now that I'm an adult. Like, everything hits different when you're an adult, so rewatching things is so much fun to me. And then I saw something I haven't seen before. I watched Hear No Evil, See No Evil with Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder, which I had never seen, and it was so funny. I was scared going into it because, you know, not everything ages well, but I think it was appropriately like tasteful and really funny. So really great movie for really great month for movies, like fantastic. And then other just like miscellaneous favorites that I definitely want to mention that have helped me reach these goals so far. The new Mount Lai gua sha tool that I got, I'm obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with my new kitchenware. I know you see my cutie pie. Oh, did I take it back to my kitchen? Well, I know you saw my cutie pie glass for that I had my teacup in. I bought a bunch of new like teacups and plates and just more kitchenware. I've been aestheticizing everything to motivate me to like stick to the things I'm doing. So hence the like, you know, also new iPad case and pencil, like making things engaging to look at has changed my life. So getting new kitchenware excites me to actually stick to my health and fitness goals, because before I was just trying to get the things in my apartment. Like, I just need plates, I just need cups, like I just need it. And now I'm in a place where I'm like, okay, let's get the pretty cups and the pretty plates and the pretty, you know what I mean? Let's get the pretty stuff now, one by one. And so that's what I've been doing. And oh, I love. And then some also new faves. I got these 2 new pipes. Hold on. I got some new pipes. Pause. I got 2 new pipes that I'm actually really excited about. I have my big one that you all see all the time, but I needed some more like small to go ones. And I got this really beautiful like circular one. It gives me octopus vibes. I'm obsessed with spirals and everything, so I find her really beautiful. Like, I really love her. Tell me, what do you think that is? Do you think that is a mouth? Do you think that is a face? Like, what do you think that is? But obsessed with her, obsessed with her. And then I got this cutie pie heart one. It has a glass blown heart on the front. Tell me that's not some of the cutest shit you've ever seen. I got it specifically for the Valentine's Day video that's coming out this month, but I will be using her casually. Like, come on now. And then this is the cup I had earlier, just like more stuff like this. I've been getting them from like TJ Maxx, Target, Marshalls, just wherever, you know. And then I also did want to show y'all the Mount Lai gua sha tool. It's different than like most usual ones. So for the jaw you have the V, and then for the cheeks you have this for like, I love that. I use the comb on my chest, and then I use a smooth edge on my neck and like here. So I love her. I love her. It just really, like, she's also really pretty. Like, pretty things that make me want to do the things, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole gag. So using these have definitely made me do my morning routine more, do my night routine more, like commit to chilling in my apartment, you know. So I feel ready, I feel prepared for February. So that is going to be all for today's February reset, February plan with me. I really hope y'all enjoyed this very first video. I will absolutely be doing more, even if you didn't enjoy it. I am very excited about just making active plans forward and being able to watch this back to see what my intentions were. So please drop some viewers down below. Let me know what your February goals are and one area of improvement. So let's go together. If you want to stay accountable with me, you can join the We're Productive People Club by signing up for my email list, and that way you'll meet with us weekly to reset together. And then if you also are looking for a tool to stay accountable throughout the year, then I would definitely recommend the Better Choices digital planner. The quarter one version is live, and the Q2 version will also be free. So I would stick around if you want to know how to use that and just be in this productive space. We're absolutely elevating over here, absolutely being serious about our goals and our authenticity and our confidence. So I hope I see you in my very next video. Bye, friend. Let's get to work, girl. It's work day now. Oh, so much glass.